So here's a quick one, once again reminding us all that you never take back a cheater, and cheaters always cheat, and it's not going to change. And oftentimes when they do it is they have absolutely no love or respect for you at all. And if you take them back, that it means they'll respect you even less, and you can count them more BS in the future. Title: My wayward spouse was very open with her affair partner, but she can't and won't do the same with me. And this is about a guy who finds out that his wife was cheating, and believe me, in the most despicable way, taking despicable to a whole new level, and can't believe she won't do those things with me, blah, blah, blah. Now that before and after I'd taken her back. It says here, my wife, a 40-year-old female, had a short but intense affair with someone that she met online while playing games. This is why that you don't have them online playing games or social media and all that, because the problems that happen. It was just 4 months in duration, but it was very intense, and from what I gather, after reading their text messages and what she has told me, they basically had a dom-sub relationship. He was the dom and she was the sub. She tells me that he is someone who has a lot of experience being a dom and has multiple subs. She was very eager to please him. He told her that it was a competition and she had to work very hard. And boy, she worked very hard. I can't believe he's actually saying this the way he's saying this. So she found this dude that was into that lifestyle, had a whole bunch of girls in his stable, if you will, and she had to compete to be the best. And guys always win. Women have to compete for them. They had you-know-what in her car. She sent him videos of herself from her office, our home, and even a family event that we attended. She had to be always ready whenever he called her to do what he wanted. He once came down to where we live, and they had SEX in his car while I was sitting upstairs in our home. And you're still with her, you fucking moron? One of his conditions was that she could never say no to him, otherwise he would drop her, and she took her sub duties very seriously. And people say that the gals aren't attracted to dominant alpha males. Now we've been trying to reconcile for 6 months now, and she's been very remorseful and transparent about most things. Transparent about most things. And remorseful, huh? She got to have her fun, get her little experience out there with the dominant guy and all that, and that type of lifestyle. And now that it's over with, now she's remorseful, wants this guy back. And she knows darn well this fool will take her back. This idiot should have ended it with her like that. But he's a weak-ass bitch, let's be honest here. And I don't want to hear it's because he's married for a long time and has a kid. Nobody should ever stick around. If this was a reverse situation and a woman's husband was cheating on her with some dominant woman, because guys are into that, she should leave his ass too. I would completely agree with a woman dumping a guy for doing this to her. But one area we've made almost no progress is SEX. She says she is so ashamed of how she acted during her affair that she can't bring herself to have SEX with me. And this fool believes it. No, it's that she is so turned off by you, by how weak you are, that after all this, and what she was doing with this guy, you still take her back, that you didn't in any way have her deal with consequences. She can't get wet for you. There's no way she could possibly be aroused to sleep with you. She has zero attraction, zero respect. And that's, I guarantee, why she did this in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong. She's a piece of garbage for doing this, absolutely. But this guy isn't helping himself. For me, it just confirms my belief that she preferred him over me. But she says that's not the case. Bullshit. We just can't seem to make any headway in this regard. And it's really affecting me and how I see her. I'm growing resentful. Really, at this point, now you're resentful of her, not before? And I'm angry at her, and I don't know how long I can take this shame-filled period of her. But I do love her. Smack. That's your problem. And she's been working really hard on herself, so I get confused. You get confused? You sound like a fucking woman like this. I'm so confused. Any advice would be greatly appreciated because I'm slowly losing my mind over this. P.S. We're both in individual counseling, but not marriage counseling yet. Also, we have a 10-year-old daughter. Dude, smack, 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 smack. What the fuck is wrong with you? She does this to you and you're staying with her? Newsflash, you're in your early 40s. I think it's 43. You can recover. Yes, you get a divorce, depending on where you live. There'll be varying degrees of the hell you'll go through in the divorce process. You'll live. Guys have been through worse and have survived. You can't be with someone like this. You can't trust her. You think this will be the last time she's going to do this? And do you think this is the first time she did this? She's not sleeping with you because she can't even look at you because she's so turned off by your weakness. Yeah, you have a daughter, and that's a shame that if you split up and it'll be hard on the daughter, but come on here. You want to stay in this miserable marriage? Your daughter is going to pick up on all this and likely end up in a relationship just like yours. That's how it works. I've witnessed this in real life. Multiple families I've known throughout my life. I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm sure you're a good guy, but you're obviously too good and gave her too much certainty and all that. This is what you got. So guys, you cannot be like this with your girl. And if somebody treats you like this, you have to cut them out of your life. And is a divorce hard? Yeah, I've known plenty of people who got divorces, but you will survive. A man has it in him. Even if he gets railed in the divorce process and she gets the house and the custody and half his fucking money goes to her, he can still survive. It's better than this. And I bet you that if he would kick her to the curb with no apologies, she'd probably find that attractive because he was actually acting like a fucking man. So guys, let's learn from this situation, this mistake here. You can't be that weak, pushover, nice guy. It turns women off. She was going for a guy, no doubt, who was the exact opposite of her husband. But she probably settled with her husband because years ago it was time. She wanted a ring on her finger. Notice that she's 40 years old, the daughter's 10 years old, which means she got pregnant when she was around 29, 30 years old. And they probably got married right before that. So clock was ticking before 30 years old, get that wedding in, have that kid. Seriously. So guys, do not be like this guy, and I really do hope this guy learns, but unfortunately, some of these guys just have to go through much pain and suffering, humiliation before they get it. It's not because she feels bad about having sex with you, it's because she just is turned off by you for that weakness. Learn.